Don't touch the sword, Wretch. Only a true warrior deserves it. Then it lit up in his hands. The sword was older than every city, every empire, every species that dared to claim dominion among the stars. Forged in the dawn before memory, they said it chose its wielder, and that no human had ever been worthy. Until today, the Hall of Fallen Stars. Dust drifted through beams of pale light as the humans stepped into the ruined hall. Statues lined the walls, alien warriors clad in armor that had turned to stone, their eyes fixed forever on the blade that floated at the center of the room. It hovered above a dais of obsidian, motionless yet humming faintly, like a sleeping heart. "Don't touch the sword, Wretch," came a voice, sharp and disdainful. Elias turned. Behind him stood an alien, tall, luminous skin streaked with silver veins, eyes like shards of lightning. She wore the insignia of the High Guard, her every movement practiced, perfect, disdainful. "Only a true warrior deserves it," she said. "And you, human, are nothing but a scavenger." Elias smiled faintly. "Maybe, but your true warriors are all gone. The last hope. He wasn't here for glory. He was here because his people had nothing left. The machines that once protected the border worlds now burned them. The fleet was dust, and every record spoke of one weapon, a sword that could command the forges of stars themselves. He had followed the trail to this temple, guided by whispers, luck, and desperation. "You think it will answer you?" the alien sneered. "It will destroy you before you touch it." "Then I die trying," he said simply. Something in his tone made her pause. The test of light. He stepped forward. The sword pulsed once, faintly, as if sensing his approach. The alien's hand shot out to stop him, but she froze as the air began to hum. Runes flared beneath his boots. The blade began to glow. "Impossible," she breathed. "No human should." Elias reached out, slow and steady, his palm hovering over the blade's hilt. For a heartbeat, the hall fell silent. Even the dust seemed to hold its breath. Then the sword blazed alive. Light roared outward, filling the chamber with sound and brilliance. The statues cracked, their stone eyes flashing with energy for one final instant before shattering. The alien shielded her face, shouting over the storm. "What are you?" Elias gritted his teeth, voice steady even as the light surged through him. "Just human." The weapon's power sang in his hands, not as a scream of domination, but as a resonance, a recognition, the warrior's oath. When the light finally dimmed, the sword's glow pulsed faintly in time with his heartbeat. The alien stared at him, her defiance replaced by awe. "It hasn't responded to anyone in 1,000 years, she whispered. "Then maybe it was waiting," he said, "for someone stubborn enough to keep trying." She studied him, this exhausted, scarred human, standing in the ashes of legends, and bowed her head. "Then the blade has chosen," she said softly. "And I was wrong." He looked at her, eyes heavy but kind. "You weren't wrong. You were guarding hope." The return of the blade. Outside, the temple trembled. Ancient beacons lit up across the sky, answering the blade's awakening. On distant worlds, sensors flared to life. Systems thought dead for centuries began to hum. Elias raised a sword. Its light stretched across the horizon, carving a path into the heavens. "Humanity will rise again," he whispered. "Not because we're strong, but because we never stop trying." And somewhere in the deep of space, the forges of the stars began to turn once more.